Hey everybody, it's Jeff, Aromatics. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing great. I'm on holidays. I'm getting rested up. I was burnt out there for a while. I still feel a little burnt out, but I'm getting better, especially since I've had a good 4 or 5 days of just relaxing. So, right on. So anyway, I'm out here smoking my pipe. Figured I would do a pipe tobacco review. This one's kind of a little while coming. It is a request from Randall R., one of my commenters, and hopefully subscriber. He was asking me if I could dig in my cellar and maybe find a Captain Earle blend or some GLPs. Well, I did just that, and I came across a tin of 10 Russians. So this is blended by Cornell & Deal for the series, the Captain Earle series. Now, the only thing I know about the 10 Russians is I'm guessing it's a book, and I remember the quote where it says it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. So if anybody can fill me in a little bit more on the lore behind this tobacco, you can feel free to leave a comment down below, or if you've read the book. So this is supposed to be a really heavy Latakia blend. Now, let's have a look at it here. It is a new style crumble cut from Cornell & Deal. So you've got your typical brown and black flecks. It's pretty fine. It crumbles off into like kind of a really fine, shaggy crumble cut. I'm sure if you've had any of the Cornell & Deal pressed cakes, you'll know what I'm talking about. Some people love them, some people hate them. I'm indifferent. I think it's it's decent, crumbles easy enough. I always had good luck with them. And as far as I heard from one presenter that was interviewing Russ Willett, a blender, he actually thinks the crumble cake is a great way, is even better than like laying the tobacco on top, because like in layers, because if you lay whole layers of tobacco, it's really hard to blend accurately because you're using whole leaves instead of fine, measurements in ounces or weights or however they measure it out. So you can get a more accurate, consistent blend across the board. But other people just seem to like that rustic look of laying the tobacco on each other. And maybe there's a benefit to that I don't know about, but who knows. Anyway, back to the tobacco. I have it loaded up in my Andrew Sergliano freehand pipe. And I really like this for English pipes. Great job. The finish, fantastic. Love it. Like that grain too. So let's get it lit up, see what we're tasting. Oh yeah, the smell in the tin is Latakia, smoky, like a chimney. Now it is about 70-75% Latakia as far as I know, with also a mixture of Cavendish and Turkish. I forgot to look if there's Virginia in there or not. But that's almost like a similar blend to Cornell & Deal's Star of the East, which is 50% Latakia and a little bit of Red Virginia and Oriental as well, but no Cavendish. So what I'm getting on the light up is a strong hit of Latakia. So you are getting that real smoky kind of creosote taste, like chimney, charcoal, but there's a real sweet creaminess to it, and I'm guessing that is from the Cavendish. You would wonder how, with a condiment tobacco like Latakia, how could you have 75% of it and then add anything to make that would actually make a difference? But it actually is fairly balanced for a Latakia heavy blend. So it's not sharp, it's smoky, it's got that campfire, leather, and also the Oriental is there, so it's kind of got a tangy kind of not tangy, it's more, I call it like lemon butter, fish spice type of thing, going on there. It's hard to explain what a Oriental tastes like. Incensey. There we go. Burns really good, stays lit. No tongue bite. That much Latakia. Latakia for most people is a very neutral tobacco. Full flavored, although when it comes to Latakia blends that are this heavy, it doesn't really stand out that much compared to say Star of the East or Quiet Nights. And in fact, it's a little bit more one-dimensional than those. Those ones have like just as much of a heaviness as this, but with a little bit more nuance. Say Quiet Nights would have that perique, so you kind of get a little bit of that aged, peppery taste to it, whereas Star of the East has a little bit more, I would say a little more finesse. But this one is just, if you just like that straight kind of Latakia, but with a creaminess to it, can't really go wrong with this one. So pretty basic, not much else to say about it. I enjoy it. Latakia is one of those things that it doesn't usually draw me like on a daily basis to smoke it, but every time I do, I always enjoy it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my review, and I'll see you on my next one. Till then, Aromatics, signing out.